Nice.
Alright guys, starting off with the basics, like what DPI I should use. I use 1600, just because it's like latency thing that I honestly don't really understand. If you're on a lower sense, you can probably still do the Oni flick, but you're gonna have to exaggerate like everything I'm doing by probably at least twice the amount, especially since some people are on like 400 DPI even. You'll probably have to use your entire mouse pad. Mine's the size of my desk, and I don't even know if I can use, like, I don't think that's enough room to do it on 400 DPI. So I recommend going to 1600, especially since it actually helps with the latency. If not, you can still do it. You just have to exaggerate everything I'm doing to whatever your sense is. Higher sense is definitely easier though. To get the flick down, the best way to do it for me was draw a J. So if you're flicking to the right side, you're going to want to aim a little bit down first so you get the muscle memory. And then you're going to flick up and to the right. You kind of want to hook it each time. So if someone is to your right side, you're going to draw a J towards the right, upside down. And then if someone's to your left, you're going to do the same thing but to the left. Alright, just so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing with my mouse, you can see right before I do the flick each time I do just a little dip down. That's just the muscle memory part for me. You don't have to do that at all. For me, since I played CSGO and like Valorant games that have a lot of flicks in it, muscle memory is really important to me, so that's how I learned it fast. You don't have to do it that way though, you can do it however you want. As long as you can do it consistently, that's fine. But the actual motion is the J, like you can see. You actually have a lot of control with Oni's power when you use it. So as you can see, if you start swinging, you can even land in the same spot that you started aiming at after you do the initial 180. So you can do a full 360 really. I don't think a lot of people know about Oni's power, but it is extremely strong. Now, just so we can see like some actual like practical uses of it, here's just a flick 90, right? These against bots too, so they're gonna drop every pallet. You can use Oni's power to hit almost every single corner in the map. There's really not that many safe places. It's more of like a mind game part, I think, for Oni for the most part. Because once you learn the power, well, right here I flicked too fast, by the way. You can see if you're not patient around a corner or something, you'll flick into the wall each time. But you can see, like, if you go with the 180s on Oni, this character is insanely strong. Like, he feels stronger than Blight. His power's for sure the best power in the game, right? I think most people agree with that, because the counterplay when I hear people talk about Oni is don't give him his power. So if you can get these 180s down, I definitely think Oni's probably the most fun character in the game right now, and I'm almost P100 on Blight. I don't know a killer that would technically be more fun than him, and this definitely feels like it. Just because the amount of stuff you can do once you get this down is insane. Like, there is not a single safe palette in the game that I can think of. Except, you know, some rock loops are really uncomfortable with Oni, but other than that, that's about it. So, like, once again, the muscle memory, for me, if you want to do it that way, is a little flick down, like just a micro flick, right? I aim a little above halfway of my screen, because that's, you know, when I flick down, that's the center of my screen. That's basically what I'm doing. So you can skip that part entirely. It's an entirely extra step that I added just to help me self-remember. If you ignore that part, you just have to go straight up from the middle of your screen to that little J flick, and I turn my mouse to finish it off. You don't have to do that because sometimes I overflick. You don't have to figure it out yourself though, but just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There's nothing crazy really. As long as you have a high sense, you can probably do this consistently each game. Hopefully this helps though, guys.